the spinal nerve. There's a posterior root, which you can tell at a glance because it's got this humongous bulge on it. Posterior root has a bulge on it called the posterior root ganglion. The anterior root has no such. So you can tell posterior root from anterior root by that. If you look at the drawing on 497, that posterior root ganglion, that's where the cell bodies of the unipolar sensory neurons are located. That's why there's a ganglion there. The cell bodies of those sensory neurons are in that posterior root ganglion. So here's your posterior root here. Here's your posterior root ganglion along that. Contains the cell bodies of the sensory neurons, the unipolar sensory neurons. We said a ganglion was a mass of neuron cell bodies outside the CNS. Okay, this is outside the cord. That, by the way, is what is attacked by the chickenpox virus in shingles. It travels by fast axonal transport up these sensory neurons. When it gets here, it attacks the neuron cell bodies of these sensory neurons and manifests as shingles.
So the whole thing is that posterior root, but the bulge is the posterior
Root ganglion. That's
and
correct.
how can you tell it from the interior?
There is no ganglion on that. Here's your anterior root here.
Okay.
And see, there is no ganglion on that. Okay. Now, the two unite right there, and that begins our spinal nerve, right here where they unite. You can see on this, however, that just right after they unite, they branch. And we have a posterior ramus that's going to take nerve supply to the muscles up here along your transverse processes. And then there's an anterior ramus that's going to your belly. It's going to everything in front. It's going to the front of your neck. Okay. Muscles anterior.